and basketball is definitely back in Kentucky, and it feels good. Finally, basketball has come back to Kentucky. We all know what it means when the madness goes off. What it means for college basketball. It means it's right around the corner, and we are here to watch it. I got a really bad echo in this room. Hope you guys can't hear the echo right now. I can't really control. It's just the only place I got to do it. So I wasn't gonna miss this for the world. I was at a party tonight. I said, nope, I'm going home. I'm going home to watch Big Blue Madness. We've been waiting for this for a while. Thank you guys for joining in. I know it's been a while since I've been live, but I just wanted to do this for a few minutes. Today has been a very long day, but I had to cap it off with watching the Big Blue Madness, and I just want to hear you guys' thoughts on how you guys feel it went. I'm like a lot of people. I know that I was watching a big shout out to Francesca TV. He always does the games and stuff like this. So it just didn't seem like the crowd was loud. I guess it was, but it just didn't seem like that they was as loud as they have been. And I for one maybe thought that the crowd would be, man, there's a bad echo in here. This sound is just bouncing off the walls, and this bothering me bad. Um, Man, I appreciate all you guys just jumping in. Like, I'm just really, really happy. I mean, what do you guys think about it, man? Your favorite. Hey, sweetie pie. I miss you, baby. I love you. Look, I tell you, when I Kentucky Wildcats, it's cats, cats, cats. Yeah, baby. Basketball's back in Kentucky, and we can't be more excited. Tomorrow, the Wildcats football team is going to go out and beat some Vanderbilt Commodores, but we just happy that our Wildcats got a chance to go out there and look. And look, before I say anything, man, let me give a big shout out to the group, to our women's team as well. Our women's team, man. Okay, this is not good. Can you guys hear that echo, the bouncing off the wall? Because this is, oh, I know what it might be. I wonder if it's bouncing off of that. Is that better? No, maybe. But anyway, hey, what's up, man? When we watching the Big Blue Madness, and our guys are out there. I still, once again, don't like the dunk contest. I just don't. I'm always just afraid somebody's gonna get hurt, and we need all the players that we can get. So I always get a little afraid when we start getting playing basketball. But there was no way on the face of this earth that I was going to miss this. None whatsoever. I'm actually, if you don't know, I'm actually in Turkey right now on my last couple of days of vacation before I go back to Kuwait and start going downhill for going home with my family. So this is what I'm doing in Turkey, and I'm just hanging out. But I was definitely going to make this because, and hey, what about? How do you guys feel about Rick coming back and being announced? And just showing his face, and just the crowd went crazy. You could tell he was choked up. You could tell he's been waiting for this moment for a long time. And I could, someone pointed out that maybe it was a couple of players or, that was in the crowd, that was with him, that was probably tearing up too as well. But I hope that this is. I know a lot of people still hate Rick, and for me, I don't hate him. I don't have any ill will. It was good to see him back, and it was good to be able to see that the crowd embraced him and gave him that warm embrace that he's been wanting for a long time. And let's be real, he still looks good in blue. So it was really good for me. Like what just happened. It was. Yeah, I think it was too. Awesome show. Both teams look legit. Compete for titles. Love seeing Coach Rick. He's forgiven. He said he's forgiven. Yeah, I think he's forgiven too. But it's look. Basketball season is back on, and we are pumped up about what our football team is doing. But we got to be honest. Let's be honest for a couple of minutes, can we, family? And look, that's the reason why. I don't mean to get off track for a second, but that's the reason why I call my show a family show because this is not about the loyal BBN fan. This is about us as a family. I didn't create this so I can get all the accolades and I get all the praise and everything. I wanted to enjoy the Kentucky atmosphere with family. And that's what I say when we do our shows, guys. That's why I say so much. This is a family show. We're in this together. This is Kentucky's team. This is not my team. This is our team, and that's why what you guys say, your opinions, how you feel, what you're doing. That's why that all makes. That's why it all means so much to me. And that's why I take it so personal because this is a family and this is so much bigger than me. So boom! Shout out to all of you guys out there tonight because you guys make this exactly what it is. But I think it's gonna be. Look, I think we're getting up, and those Kentucky boys, boy, those Kentucky boys can shoot the basketball. Look, for me, I actually thought Trenton was going to win. I have to just be honest. I thought Trenton was going to win it, but man, Perry could just shoot that ball, man. And there is no, I cannot fathom Coach Pope not finding a way to put him in the rotation regularly. I how do you how do you leave somebody like that on the bench? You don't. You don't leave somebody like that on the bench that can shoot the ball lights out like it. Look, they're freshmen, but they're gonna get on the floor. Him and Perry. Both of those guys. I mean, Noah and Perry are both going to see the floor. Maybe about 10, 12, maybe 13 minutes of ball game, maybe somewhere in that range. But it's hard to keep those guys. It's going to be hard to keep those guys off the floor and not allow those guys to get any playing time. Let's see, Pope might go 11 or 12 deep. Man, dude, but he has the players though. He has the players that he can do that. And no one's gonna look at him and be like, "Hey man, what are you doing with such a deep rotation?" I mean, dude, like we're gonna have fresh legs. March the 1st, we're gonna have fresh legs because the minutes are gonna be spread around in such of a way that it's just gonna be exciting. We have opened up basketball season. Basketball. That's what we doing, man. So I'm really pumped up about it, man. I'm glad that Rick Pitino finally came back and got what he deserved. Got the standing ovation, got people really cheering for him a lot. But I'm excited about what our women can do too, man. Like I think Coach Brooks, I think his coaching staff is just those guys are coming in there with one purpose, and that's to make some real noise, not only in the SEC, because we know the SEC women basketball is stacked, but we're not. I don't think Coach Brooks is coming in just to make some noise in the SEC. I think he's coming in to get the Wildcats to a place that we all can say, "Oh my goodness, Brooks is dead." The Wildcats, and I've always said I have a daughter that plays basketball. I wish that the women got more recognition than what they do. But I feel like Coach Brooks is going to take our program to a level that's just going to be. We can't help but to cheer for him. So everything that went down tonight, I really like it. The floor was beautiful, man. Like I really enjoyed the floor. I love the dance team. I'm not sure if they rehearsed it, but I love the dance team and I love how they just everything. The dance team, the cheer team, everybody tonight was just on point tonight. And I have to tell you, I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I didn't miss this moment because this is a moment that me, you, your families, your friends, your uncles, your grannies, we've all been waiting for this moment for basketball to be back. So that's why I'm so excited about what's going on. I've bagged for EEP rotation, especially in basketball. And yes, the ladies team looks focused, mean, and ready for their own women's. It's just I just think this is just going. Look, football is going to beat Vandy tomorrow. Football is going to have we thought after South Carolina for football, the football team's going to do good. I just think all around Kentucky athletics this year is going to continue to do big things. And I think it's going to carry on for the basketball, the women and men's team. And I, for one, will be watching, and I, for one, will be supporting at a high level. And I hope you guys too as well. Excited with me, and I am too. So as you can see, there's a lot of people who are excited about the men's team, but they're also very excited about the possibilities of what the women's team can do also. So we gotta just pull our cheers together, and we just gotta just get things together. And I feel like that this year is just going to be something that is definitely going to be remembered. And hey, and if you watch Big Blue Madness, then you will be able to say where was you at? Where was you at when Rick returned to Rupp Arena? And you could say I was at so and so place, or if you was at the arena, which probably nobody's watching was at the arena, but you always will be able to know where was where you was at when Rick returned back to Rupp Arena. That's just a day that you will remember forever. Question: was tonight's Big Blue Madness as exciting as Calipari's was? I mean, I opinion tonight was better, bringing back Coach Speed. I think. Hey, Mike, it's good to see you as well too. Let me see, Anna Brown. Thank you so much. I see you as well, Matt Short. Let's talk Jesus. I see you, Earl. I got you. I wanted to call out. Let me see if I can do this. Maybe I can. I'm not sure if I can or not. But um, it just felt good, man. So was it as better? I mean, was it as good as Coach Cal's? I mean, everybody's gonna have their own. Everybody's gonna have their own version of what they like. I think for the occasion, I think for having Coach Pope back in his, having Coach Pope in his first year, having his coach who he won a national championship with, a coach who left Kentucky, who fans didn't like, who we had run-ins with over the past few years, and now he comes back, and for him to be able to get the standing ovation that I think a lot of people have been waiting to do, I think tonight was a very special night. And while Cal has some fun, Big Blue Madness, I think this is a special one just because of Cal didn't play at Kentucky. Cal didn't win a national championship. Pope did. Pitino did. So I think this is why you would take this Big Blue Madness, and I think that's why you will put this in a place where it'd be very special years to come, just because of what happened and what all went down. So yes, this right here is a very special Big Blue Madness for sure. And if you had a chance to witness it, you too, you know what I'm saying, then something that you will always remember. Um, Mike, it feels. Hey, Linda. Mike, it feels good to be a Cats fan. Looking forward to a great season. Go BBN hashtag. Yeah, absolutely. So, this is a very, very special year, and it's already starting off in the right way. First, you get the announcement, then you get then you get all the players, the right fit of the puzzles in there with Coach Pope. You get the coaches, and then you get to come out and you get to put them on display in Big Blue Madness. What more can you ask for going into this new year? I hope I'm not waking anybody up upstairs. I'm not sure, but because it's maybe I hope they don't call the cops on me. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, so maybe I should be quiet a little bit. Um, but I hope you guys can still hear me. I'm not sure. Something just happened in my. The fact that Stoops showed up shows the sports and admin has healed. I hope so. That's a good sign too, as well. Being with Kentucky, the one thing that you want more than ever is you want all, if possible, you want your athletic department to hopefully be working together and be clicking on one cylinder and be trying to make this thing happen. So, man, I hope I didn't wake those guys up upstairs. I'm in an Airbnb in Turkey, and I hope I didn't wake them up. So I have to quiet down just a little bit. MJ Wilson, good to see you as well too. Thank you guys, man, dude. You I can't get loud, man. I'm not. It's 4 o'clock. It's 4:30 in the morning. I can't do that. So like the 24 minutes. How many other schools could do that? 23,000. Man, that's a lot of people, Mike Dow, that the tickets sold out. But I was a little confused on why it was so many empty seats during the women. I guess fans just said, okay, I got time. I get there by 8 o'clock. When the men comes or whatever. So um, but overall, I can hear you. Okay, you're good. Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I just want to quiet down. I want to be respectful. But how can you be a Wildcats fan and not get rowdy and not get excited about college basketball? It seems a little hard to kind of put those two things together. And I just I get excited about my Wildcats, and what else can I say? I like my Wildcats, and my Wildcats like me. So we just gonna just continue to just cheer for our cats this year. I look forward to. I feel good to be back. Remember that it will be a show Tuesday night. I'll be back in Kuwait. I'll be back running my shows and stuff as well. Um, but I just couldn't pass up this opportunity. I couldn't pass up this opportunity to be able to come and hang out with you guys. And yeah, I'm on vacation, but you know what? Vacation time's about over anyway. I'm only doing this to burn up leave so I can get back home to my family, because that's the biggest thing for me right now. But just seeing these guys out there on the floor, seeing look, I mean, and like one thing that I wanted to see tonight, one thing that was very important for me to see tonight is when they was doing the shoot around up and down the floor. You know, you get to hear from other people, or you see little clips of videos. And doing videos, you can edit and you can put shot. You can put what you want in the video to make things look the way you want it to look. So for me, the thing that I wanted to see tonight is the shooting real? Not just the 3 point shooting itself, not just to give me the ball, post or whatever, just stand there and shoot the ball. Like I wanted to see the guys get up and down the floor and shoot their jump shots. I wanted to see if it was going in, and I don't know if anybody else recognized it like I did, because I was really paying attention to it more so than I didn't want to see the layups. All I wanted to see was, are we really making shots? You in front of this many people, you going up and down the floor. This is not. You can't take the video and edit it and show me and show me everybody who's making shots. They was making shots on a regular basis on those up and down when they was going playing 4-on-4, 5-on-5, whatever that was. They was really making shots, and I was sitting back and I was like, man, these guys are really making shots. Like it's not like they're just telling us this. They're not just showing us one thing and then we're seeing another thing live. They was shooting the ball and that ball was going in consistently. And I remember counting it like 10 shots in a row or so. We didn't miss at all. So I'm thinking to myself, like, this is real. Like this is not play play. These guys are really like these guys can really get up and down the court. These guys can really shoot the basketball. So when I saw that, I was just that gave me I was that much more impressed about what it is that we actually have here at Kentucky this year. And I really think that everything that we've been told, everything that we've been seeing with the clips, it's all coming true. It's right there in front of our face. So people can look at us and say, well, Kentucky Wildcats doesn't have players that are big time players. They don't have the big time recruits. But bro, we got people that can shoot the basketball. And I know that like Brea didn't shoot the ball too well tonight in the 3 point contest. And I know that Carr didn't shoot it too well. Um, but believe me, I still have faith that these guys are going to be able to get it done when that time comes. I mean, dude, these guys, this is what they do every day. These guys, they shoot the basketball. And I feel like even though you didn't make it to the top two, if you don't think we're still not going to need Brea this year, if you think we're still not going to need Andrew Carr, if you think we're still not going to need Chrissa out there on the floor and Butler, if you think we're still not going to need these guys, then I don't know. I don't know how to sit here and convince you that these guys are going to help us win number 9 this year in year one with Coach Pope. It's just that exciting, and that's what we're going to. And basketball is back. And I don't know about you, but the way the season ended last year, that ain't good. That ain't good at all. So we've been waiting on the end of our seats for a long time now. Feels like for decades. We've been waiting for decades for this moment to get back to us and for us to try to redeem ourselves and show the world that this is Kentucky basketball. This is a new era. It's a new chapter in the stages of Kentucky basketball, and we're going to get it back to where it belongs, and that's back on top of the mountaintop, and that's by winning another championship here at Kentucky. That's well overdue. And we're going to show people that Kentucky basketball is still the gold standard of college basketball. And I hate to use that term because I know somebody else uses it as well. So I don't really want to just use it because they use it. But I believe Kentucky basketball is the best of the best. And we about to show people that we're back. And so this is definitely going to have to need them, baby. Thick, tough, thick skin. We need them. And I think, hey, Johnny White, good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Um, what's your favorite colors, baby? Blue and white. Hey, see, everybody has their own. Everybody has their little thing that they just love about what they brought back tonight and what they seen tonight. And and collectively, we can all agree on one thing: we love our Wildcats. We love Coach Pope, and we're ready to see what these guys can go out there and do this year. And I think these guys are ready to go out there and play. And you could tell how much they love and how much they care about each other just by the way they was just there and they was on top of each other and they just wanted to see each other succeed even in a 3-point contest when nobody was guarding them. They just wanted to congratulate and they wanted guys to be they just wanted best ever. Hey, Robbie, thanks for joining in. Robbie Kearns, I see you. Um, let's get the train on down the tracks, Mike. Go Big Blue. Absolutely. I agree with you. A lot of pride in that arena tonight. Kentucky basketball is back. Hey, ladies, good to see you. Son of a gun, thank you so much. I see you as well, too. Kentucky basketball, man. It's like we're depleted, and we're ready to just burst out of the seams of something out of the bag, and we're just ready to just go back to where we belong, and that's being on top of college basketball, and you do that by having a coach like Pope who understands what it means to truly play here at Kentucky, and because of that we can go out here and we can play basketball on such a high level because a coach is not going to let kids settle for anything less than perfection here at the University of Kentucky. And when you have a coaching staff who wants that, and when you have kids who have brought into the program of what's being taught, that's a recipe in my book. And I'm not necessarily the smartest guy in the world, but that's the recipe in my book for things to be special. Um, and I just look forward to seeing what these guys are going to do, man. I really do, and I think the ceiling I think the ceiling is so high for what I'm saying, for what could possibly become or be for the Kentucky Wildcats next year or for this year coming. And I just hope that we can go out there and just play basketball like we all know that we can, and let's do our best to bring back number 9. I would say that for sure. Oh, Rick Pitino, I think Rick Pitino was crying. I think maybe the camera went off of him. He had a chance to maybe wipe his face. I'm not sure. But definitely, I think you can see, even when he was starting his speech, you can tell that he was choked up and you could tell he was having a hard time. And you could tell it was like he just needed to release that of what he's been holding in for so long. And I think the Kentucky crowd, I think they embraced him tonight, and you could tell how fans, even young fans who probably don't even remember Rick at all. So, that they was little bitty, little kids. They might not even remember Rick all that much, but because of their Kentucky fans, they embraced Rick tonight, and they showed Rick that, hey man, we love you. You're a Kentucky guy, and we appreciate what you did, and we appreciate for the values that you instilled in now Coach Pope, and that he can carry that legacy on, and he can continue to build where Kentucky's supposed to be, and that's winning championships at Kentucky. Because anything less than championships, anything less than hanging a banner up, you almost want to say, it was just an okay year. So winning championships is what we live on, and I hope that this is the year that we find a way to get back, and that we can actually get back to winning the way that we're supposed to. And if we can do that, then I think the Wildcats is going to be. I think the Wildcats will be okay. But I think that's where it starts, and that's where it ends. And we just got to continue to believe that our Wildcats is headed for great things this year. And that, like I said, that's by going out and winning number 9 starting now, because I can't wait till we can get on the floor, and I know those guys can't wait neither to get on the floor with against a different opponent, show everybody what they got, and just continue to build and get better every single outing, and just show the nation that you can tell us that we're a number 16 team, or you can tell us that we're a number 23 team, you can even tell us that we're not even a ranked team. That's okay. You you decide who you think we are, and we'll show you who we are. And I think that's another mentality of Coach Pope is don't worry about what the numbers say on out beside your number. At the end of the day, be a wildcat. Understand your responsibilities for being here at Kentucky, and everything else will take care of itself. On part of the fans, Coach P received well. Hey Erica, thank you for joining in. He did. He really did get the that big part from the fans, Erica. I agree with you. Well, good to be back on here, Mike. I haven't got to be on here in forever. My second surgery went good, but man, and ulnar shortening ain't no fun. Hey, I'm Jeff. Prayers for you, my man. I hope you feel better. I hope you heal better. I actually haven't been on here for a while neither. I think the last time I was on here was maybe last Tuesday, I think it was. It was like the first part of the month, maybe the first or the second, maybe the first of the month I was on. But I've been on the road since then, so I haven't had a chance to really go, and I wasn't really sure about the Wi-Fi tonight. And also I'll be live tomorrow right after the Kentucky and Vandy game as well. Here on the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I hate that. I hate when they do this, but Dreamer was just ready. They are trying to get the fans to black out for the game tomorrow night. Um, are you guys going to the game tomorrow, Hurl? Because I mean, I think they're going to. I think they're going to have on black uniforms tomorrow, so I think that's why they're trying to get the crowd to black out. But hey, when you do things like that, Kentucky football, you got to go win. You can't have the crowd to come out and let's do something special for the uniforms. You got to go win the football game. So I hope that that's the case. I hope these guys are ready to go out there and play football tomorrow night. But I still think the buzzing happiness until Kentucky beats Vandy. Um, I still think the buzzing thing around Kentucky right now is just once you get that big blue madness in the book, then you know basketball season's there. Basketball season is upon us. And I think that's exciting because I think the first game, somebody can correct me, it's either the 23rd or the 28th. I can't remember which one of those days it is, but I know it's I know it's towards that part of the I know it's the last week of the month. So I'm not sure if it's 23rd or whatever. So Clyde, good to see you as well. I hate. Let's see. We have some good fresh. Collins looked good, man. He really looks good. He looked like he got some major hops. You could tell, coming off his mission trip, and now you see where he's at from where he was when he first got to Kentucky, and now he's got his legs up under him. Now he can get up and down the court. Now he can play basketball like he's been doing his whole life. And I think he's going to be a huge tradition to the team as well. We got so many pieces, and I think everyone wants to see each other succeed. And I think that's the reason. That's the exact reason why Kentucky as a whole succeeds is because everyone wants each other to make it. Sorry about that. I had the AC on in here and I had to cut it off. It was a little bit too cold. But he said October 23rd is the date. I knew it was one of those dates. Thanks, Linda. I appreciate that. The fur is about to fly. Black with chrome helmet looks good. It's gonna be nice tomorrow night, but we gotta win though. We gotta win, man. You can't have something special like that, and then you go out and then you lay an egg. And we haven't really did good after bye weeks up under Coach Stoops. But I hope tomorrow is different, and I hope we come out tomorrow and we take care of business against Vanderbilt because it's not going to be a pushover, and it's not going to be easy. I just hope that we can find a way to make this happen, and that we can really go out there and really just see our um, just see our Wildcats just come out and just play focused football and just make our basketball team proud. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna come out and cheer for us. It should be maybe it might be a cool night tomorrow night to play football in Kentucky. But we just hope that the excitement rolls over from tonight and it rolls over into the football game tomorrow, and that we can continue to just make some special things happen because that's what we need at Kentucky right now. It's just things to just continue to keep rolling, and to see where we can go from there. Because that make things good. But overall, man, I'm really excited about it. And I know it was not much going on tonight. I know it was just about the crowd seeing maybe the biggest game of the regular season versus Duke. It's been a long time. That is going to be a big day, man. November when we play Duke. That is going to be a very big game. So um, it's just, man, I'm just excited, and all day long here. I actually went to like 30 kilometers from here or whatever. I took a taxi about 45 minutes away. I caught the train back and I got lost, and all this kind of stuff. But the whole day, man, the only thing I can think about is football and basketball for Kentucky. And I knew the Big Blue Madness was coming up tonight. I couldn't wait. I didn't want to see videos. I didn't want to see any of that. I don't want to see. All I wanted to see was I just wanted to see our Wildcats get on the football field. I mean, on the basketball court, and just let me just see how they move together. Let's see how they do in front of the BBN. Let's see how they gel. Let's see if they can actually really hit shots. And I saw that tonight, and it made me feel just a little bit more warm and fuzzy about the whole situation of what our Wildcats is getting into. And I think with the trajectory, I think with the way that we're moving, I think with the way that we're being coached, I don't see any reason why our cats can't come out this year. I don't see why they can't come out this year and compete for a title in year one. And if they can do that, I feel like it's some really, really it could be a really, really special year. So I'm just rooting these guys on. I'm really, really excited about what can happen, and I know you guys are too. So let's just enjoy. Let's just get ready for the ride. Get your popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Get your dates, and let's just have a great time cheering on the Wildcats, man. And that's to me, that would mean a whole lot. What's going on? Hey, national champions! I see you, leader. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. Come down from the Midnight Madness pump. Loved it all. Thank you. Absolute was the best, but Chandler's dunk with Pope's jersey on was just, yeah, that's good. Hey, Michael, just calming down after Madness. Loved it. Johnny, great energy. I love it. Man, it was just everything, man. You guys are awesome, bro. You guys are just, I think you guys all should pat yourself on the backs for being as awesome as you are. Rick would have been the greatest coach of all time if he never left. Probably so. You might have something there shining. It's good to see you as well too. Natty number 9. Let's get it, man. Let's get that national championship, and let's send these super seniors off in the right fashion, and let's just do it right, man. Let's just bring the championship back to Kentucky. Because I don't know about you guys, man, but like I personally want to hear Leach just call it out, just call out the championship is back at Kentucky. So glad to see Coach Pope get accepted. Thank you, Hal. Thank you so much for joining. And hey Jimmy, I see you as well too. So it's a lot of things going on with Kentucky, man. It's a lot of things going on with Kentucky basketball, and I think I just think we headed in the right direction. I do, and I think everyone's brought in. I think everyone has fully brought into the system of what coach and the coaching staff is doing. Um, the circle of why I appreciate you, like all that stuff. Anything that you can do to build a family, anything that you can do to bridge that bond and just make it better every single day and just have everybody gelling on one page. That's special, man. Like that's just a special occasion. And anything other than that, well, this ain't where you belong at. You know what I'm saying? Um, so we just got to just see what happens, man. But I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go, and just to see Rick back in the house, just to see him get his love, to see Coach Pope, to see his passion for it, to see how he will always talk about this team as family, how he will always tell people that this is not his team, this is Kentucky's team, not Louisville, not Western, not any of those guys. The University of Kentucky is Kentucky's basketball team. And that's first and foremost, more than anything. And we're headed for a special year, guys. Ladies, I think you guys should buckle up because here we go. Pope said the floor they use is maybe permanent for special games. It could be. I mean, I don't know about you. I mean, is it anybody in here? Is it anybody in here who's watching who didn't like um, who didn't like the floor, or maybe thought it was too much? Because for me personally, I really liked the floor because it seemed like it always, especially for the dancers, for the cheer team, for just different things going on for the 3-point contest. To me, it always felt like the floor was a major complement of what was, of what the theme was, of what was going on the floor. And I appreciate that. So ever who took the time out to do that, to really put that together. I know that the NBA had it for the All-Star game, which is cool, but I still think Kentucky outdid them. I still think Kentucky just took it out the box. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if some school does it tomorrow or next week or anything. Kentucky did it first. Now, in college basketball, Kentucky did it first. For everybody else now, they're just trying to be like Kentucky because they understand how special it was. National championships, Pitino is not a better coach than Coach K, Roy Williams, or Bob Knight. People tend to forget how much Pitino fell off at Louisville. Uh, okay. I love the floor first class stuff. Yeah, it was really good, man. It was really, really good for sure. I agree with you on the floor was nice. It was a good compliment of what was going on. It really helped. And I mean, it just, man, it looked really good out there. So I, for one, was out there really cheering for the. I mean, I was focused on I was focused on watching the players and seeing what was going on, but you couldn't help to notice just the different designs of the floor, the color schemes, and everything that was going on. And maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm just biased, but blue and white show is beautiful together. Somebody tell me I'm crazy, but blue and white show look good together. It was beautiful. It was beautiful out there. So I love my blue and white, and they actually had a black version of it too. That looked good too. I like to have seen the 5-on-5 game. That would have been nice. You know what? I could have sworn that in the past. Well, that's going to be for the blue and white game. So maybe they saved that just for that. Just for that. My question would be is in the when they have the 5-on-5 game or the blue and white game, will we see the starting five in that ball game, or will he just throw out people to be on teams? I feel like that's going to be the first time that we actually really everyone really. I think everyone really has a good idea of who the starting five is going to be. I think it's kind of obvious, um, but I think that's when we I think that's when we would truly see who our starting five is, and then our rotation and seeing how people go. But I don't care. I'm looking forward to seeing my freshmen play Collins, Noah, and Perry. I'm looking forward to seeing those guys get out there and light it up and just make it hard for those upperclassmen to do anything. And then just to know that our freshmen are going to get in the ball game and they are going to continue to do great things as the season progresses along. 5 versus 5 would be blue and white games. Still think it would be switched up. Um, it's definitely heavy being. I love this People Madness. It was fun, exciting. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it. Um, I mean, he's going to mix it up, but I really think that would be the. I really think that that's going to be the first time that you're going to see the Brea, you're going to see the Butler, you're going to see the Carr, you're going to see Williams. You're going to see who am I missing? Uh, we got Butler, Carr, Brea, um, Williams. I'm missing one more. Who am I missing? That who am I missing? Kobe, Brea, Carr. Oh, Robinson. How can I forget Robinson? My fault. Duh. Forgive me. Uh, let's see. I think I think that 5 stars this game may not be starters in the next game. Jimmy England, I cracked me up when he said I missed this for 12 years, and you could tell he did too. You can tell that it was something inside of Rick Pitino that was like, man, dude, like I missed this. I really missed this, and it feels good to be back. And you could just tell that you can tell that the emotions inside of him got me all choked up over here because I'm an emotional brother too as well. But you could just tell that the emotions inside of Weston Jackson. I know, how can I forget Jackson? I mean, he only came back so he can be the go-to guy. I don't know. I might want to figure that out. Good job, lady. Thank you for helping me. I don't know how I forgot it, but I think that's gonna be our starting five. But it's gonna feel good to see the different combinations. I don't think we're gonna do the P word, the platoon. So I think it's gonna be a mixture of people rolling in and just people just playing good with each other. But oh, Stoops said that. My fault. Stoops did say that. Why, why did he say that though? Has he not been to a beat? You're right. Stoops said that. I don't know why. I walked out when Stoops was saying it, and I heard him saying it. So that's why I said that. So that's my fault. My fault. I walked out of the room and I heard Stoops say it. But I don't know why he said that for. But I guess he just was Stoops never there for the last 12 years. Did Cal just kick him out and said no more Coach Stoops for the BBN? I guess I'm not sure, but anyway, you could just tell that uh, as people would say, Ricky P was back in the house. He does. Oh, that's right. He doesn't like Cal, so I understand. But I hope that was a sign of been of everybody coming back together with one big happy athletic department, from the basketball, from the football to all the other sports, to make it one cohesive, like it should be. And I think everybody's on the same page, and let's make Kentucky the best product that we can, week in and week out. So I hope that's the direction where they're headed, to have fun again, to believe in each other and support each other at a high level, and not just lip service, but really, really, really sincerely care about each other and want to make um, and want to make things better. So yes, I'm so happy for him and the UK fans for this. Love Rick. Hey Jimmy, appreciate that. Stoops not a Cal fan. He doesn't. I just hope we can get a camp out again soon. I've never been able to get tickets online. Um, where was Tubby? Tubby wasn't there tonight. At least I didn't see him. So I mean, I didn't. I mean, the TV didn't necessarily show everybody that showed up tonight, but I don't think Tubby showed up tonight for that. I think Tubby's been around the program these past couple of weeks since they've been in, as a team. He's been in and out, I think. So I think he's seen enough of the Wildcats the last couple of weeks. So he maybe just took a night off and didn't come to this. He could have been in the back somewhere. I don't know for sure, but nonetheless, Coach Rick Pitino was there, and I think he got what he deserved, and that was a nice standing ovation and a cheer. And as they like to say back in the old people, it just tickled his fanny. So I didn't over Cal all day long. Uh, Good bees. Um, but I think things for Kentucky athletics is going to go in the right direction. The right people in the right place, and let's just keep moving forward. And good luck to the Tubby be there to do the why. Could be. There you go. Pope is dope. I said that earlier too. So where's that at? Let me see who said it. Let me get that. That is from 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐒𝐲0015000. Pope is dope. I agree with you 100% on that. I got you. I see. Hey, thanks for joining on Twitter too. I appreciate that as well. Um, um, Tubby signed the ball for me. I wish I can get a ball. So I went to an NBA game in Abu Dhabi, and I had a chance to see Jamal Murray play. It was a preseason game, but it was last week in Abu Dhabi. He actually said hello to me, so I felt like yay! Kentucky player said hello to me in person, so that felt good too as well. I thought it was cool. Pope made sure he came out and made sure he took Kenny's hands before he came out. That's cool as well too. Pitino over Cal all day. Cool. Um, I thought it was. Let's see. I agree. Tubby sign. So yeah, man. Let's just see what we're gonna do tomorrow night in football. And yes, sir, my guy, Mike. Much love. Hope our family ready for the Vandy and Kentucky game tomorrow night. Let's go, baby. Before we get off, I know we're talking about basketball, but if you're here, you guys want to give me your prediction for the score tonight against, I mean, tomorrow night against Vandy and Kentucky. I got Kentucky winning. Oh man, dude, this is 30-21. That's what the score is going to be. 30-21. Awesome show and a good bunch of players looking forward to the season. Hey Zeb, I do too. Thank you so much. This is one of the best big room ever. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Kevin. And I think the floor and everything, just everything that really happened, I think it really just kind of played a part of it of making this a very special Big Blue Madness. And like I said earlier in the show, you 70 to 7 to gets. Okay, I take that too. I think everything that just kind of went on and made it very special. And I think, like I said earlier, I think everyone in here watching it, everyone who went to will remember where you was at when Coach Rick Paterno returned back to Kentucky and got a standing ovation. You'll never forget that moment where you was at. Calipari was 10-2 against Pitino while at UK, and that's the Pitino. 24-21, Vandy ready for 21-24, Vandy ready for us. We better be ready too. Ooh, you got Vandy winning 24-21. Hey man, sometimes it be like that, man. UK 24-17. Um, Hurl, I got you. Kentucky, Jimmy is 28-19. Okay, I got you. The best Big Blue Madness in years. Hey, tighten up. Good to see you. Joshua Hart, it's good to see you too, man. Thank you for joining. Zeb, I see you. The best Big Blue Madness in years. The floor was great. Coach P, all the past players. It's going to be a great year. Tighten up. I salute you, my man, because I agree with you. I think everything is just falling into place. I think you got people who are very humble about this situation, but they're very serious about what needs to happen here at Kentucky. They're very serious about it's Kentucky is no more. Kentucky is going to continue to be the laughing stock of college basketball by losing games to teams that we have no business losing to. I think the buck stops here. Coaches are being humble, but they're angry and they're determined, and it will be no more of this losing games that we ain't got no business losing. We will compete for SEC championships. We will compete for national championships, and anything else other than that, go somewhere else because this is not where you belong. Sean says UK 34-26. Now UK wins 24. Okay. Okay. I saw that. Okay, 24-21, but Vandy's ready since they beat. Oh, I, Vandy's really ready, like a whole lot. And I can't believe I'm sitting here saying this, but I'm a little worried. But I'm gonna ride with my cats though, because that's what we do, people. We ride with our cats. Uh, so we're definitely gonna be ready, man. Hey, man, if you're watching for the first time, I appreciate you. If you're watching it on Facebook, or if you're watching it on YouTube, or if you're watching it on Twitter, or wherever you're watching from, man, I just want to say from my heart to your heart, thank you so much for joining in tonight. Um, Actually, I was really because the time difference. It's almost 5 o'clock. It's actually five. It's after 5 a.m. here, so I was really sleepy. I've been out all day. My legs are hurting. And if you don't know anything about Turkey, Turkey has a lot of hills, like hills on top of hills. And so the way it's easier for me. I have a down the street from my Airbnb. I have a restaurant or a hotel that's just very easy for me to use for a location for Uber or for a taxi or whatever. So I always walk all the way down the hill to the spot, and then I order my Uber, and that's where I come home to, which means I have to walk all the way back up the hill just to get back to my Airbnb. So my legs are hurting. I had a chance to go to the pyramids in Egypt as well. That was a really, really good experience too, as well. So at least when we run out of bounds, we won't fall off the field. I guess that's true. So, yeah. I bet UK. I bet UK on DraftKings. That's how much I believe we are going to win. UK 40-17. Wow, Josh, you the man. Salute to you. Boom. Thank you so much. You got to remember, we also took Georgia to the wire, so I think we're going to be ready. I think so too. I mean, we're one play away. We're one decision away from possibly beating Georgia. Vandy beat Alabama by less than a touchdown. Kentucky could have beat Georgia by 2 points or whatever it was if we kicked the field goal. So we had an opportunity. Um, we had an opportunity to win that ball game. So you got Kentucky who played Georgia down the wire. You got Alabama who lost to who Vandy beat what's the name. This is going to be a very good game, and I have the respect for Vandy. Vandy has my respect after what they went out there and did. Um, so I'm not. I'm definitely. And you know what? Even if they didn't beat Alabama, I still would respect them, and I still wouldn't look past them because they got a quarterback who is just he's cocky and he's not afraid, and he wants to win every single ball game. So I hope we can go out there and do that, and take care of business and shut him down and beat him. That's for sure. So guys, until tomorrow night for the post game show, please join in here right after the game is over. I'll be live right here again. I appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you guys. It was a big blue madness. It went off with a success. It was good to go. The floor was great. Rick got what he deserved. Our players are going to come out playing. Coaching staff is ready to go. Men and women. Big shout out to the Kentucky dance team and cheer team. Everyone came out tonight and they understood their role and they made the Big Blue Madness special. And I know where I was at, and do you know where you was at when time, years from now, or when this Blue Madness took place and went down. Vandy's quarterback is lit. Yeah, man. I mean, he's real, man. He's a real good quarterback. So I'm definitely going to respect him as well too. Um, I definitely respect Vandy's quarterback as well. Defense and key would be right. I hope they are too. I hope those guys are ready to go for sure. Tighten up says UK 24-10 defense would be stout. Man, um, Jeff says, Mike, you have a good one. I'll try to get on tomorrow night. Thank you for the prayers. I appreciate it. You too, Jeff. Thank you so much. I hope you get better as well. I appreciate it. Let's talk Jesus 76 Earl. Patrick said from the back. Thank you. Y'all hit the like button if you want to. Hit the subscribe button if you want to. I appreciate it. If not, we're gonna keep doing the shows. We're gonna keep enjoying it. Until next time, the Lawyer BBN Fan Show. Big Mike. I'm out.